So what am I doing that's so special? I thought it'd be useful if I told you. Very recently, I bought a house that I'm going to flip. And after I closed on it, I went to social media to make a brag post about it because that's what social media is for. And I explained my super secret flipping strategy. I found a wholesaler to bring me the deal. I found a private money lender to pay for the deal. I found a contractor to fix the house. And I found a realtor who's going to sell the house when it's done. I'm going to do basically nothing but put my name on it and take the majority of profits. Everyone is going to be happy, and I'm able to do this because of relationships that I build through social media. I thought maybe I could teach you how I do this. Let me be abundantly clear that I am definitely not any kind of expert at all whatsoever in social media use, and if you're looking for a professional marketing blueprint for how to use it, then I am not your guy. This is obvious for anyone who follows me on Facebook as I'm often foul-mouthed, rude. I post in a very stream of consciousness style. I have no calculated strategy, and I don't use any tools to increase the efficacy of how or when I post, and yet, in the last 18 months, I've successfully used social media to raise just under $2 million in cash from multifamily acquisitions. Last year, I was able to quit my full-time banking job and flip houses using other people's money, and all of these projects have been funded by people who I met on the interwebs. It's obvious that people are not going to throw money at you just for posting your nonsense online, so what am I doing that's so special? I thought it'd be useful if I told you. First thing to do is post loud and post often. Tell people what you're doing or what you want to do. I don't know if you noticed, but this internet fad is not going away anytime soon. You would be well served to get on this thing immediately and get comfortable with it if you have any intention to capitalizing on one of the greatest opportunities of our generation. I think people want to do this, but they're not sure what they should post, and then they overthink their posts, and then they don't post at all. And this is super common. If it makes you feel any better, I look back at my social media posts and I cringe at about 80% of them, and I cringe at 100% of my YouTube videos. But I'm also usually my own worst critic, and you'll probably be your worst critic as well. So just put something together and send it.
But you guys silly? I'm still gonna send it.
Don't dwell on each post you make. There is no risk in making one bad post anyways, but there is a lot of risk in not posting at all. I share tons of outlandish statements just to grab and keep people's attentions. Getting attention is the first half of what you need to do, and the second half is making sure you occasionally and often remind them what you're doing and how they can participate. I have plenty of friends who post on social media 10 times as much as me, but they share nonstop bullshit about what latte they're drinking. How can you make any money with that? All I do is sprinkle in some posts that tell people that I buy profitable rental real estate in an effort to find all the people who also want to invest in real estate. And the thing is, everyone wants to do so in a variety of different ways. I use social media to find wholesalers who already want to find and sell off-market deals. I find passive investors who want to lend money and they want to do even less work than me. Contractors who are actively looking for more work, title attorneys, and other vendors. This isn't some big secret. These people are looking to do business and make money just like you, and they're on social media. I just go where they're hanging out and remind them every day that I'm looking to buy deals. I need to borrow money for these deals, a contractor to rehab those deals. I don't know how I can make this any easier. I'm also not some big hotshot investor who's able to make this work because of a large network. In fact, the opposite. I'm a really small time, absolute nobody investor, but I'm the loudest on social media, and so my network is disproportionate to my experience, and it gives me a ton of advantages. If you want people to be part of your deals and believe in your ability, then you have to show them that you're a good investment. How can you do this? You give them value, a return up front, and you do it for free. There are plenty of people who post often and loudly online, but they can't monetize it. Why? Well, because loud ranting in and of itself is largely useless. Think about all the people you had to unfriend and unfollow during the last election season.
Iraq.
Wrong.
That is absolutely
Wrong.
proved over and over again.
Wrong.
He actually
You can be loud and try to make people's lives better. And when you do that, it makes you a force to be reckoned with. If you think you don't have any value to add to other people, then you are dead wrong. I don't care where you are in your life, I guarantee that you have a relatable human story that when told correctly can help other people tremendously. And if you've had any success at all in life, it's my opinion that you have a responsibility to help that next person. You don't even necessarily have to educate people, but just sharing your story is really good in and of itself. And many times it's even better, just like this video. I'm really not trying to tell you what to do, I'm just trying to tell you what I did and how it worked. You don't know what other people know or what they don't know, and they might be able to learn more from you or be inspired by you more than you think. Additionally, if you want to add value beyond just social media posts, then dedicated content like blogging, podcasting, or video production is the way to go. Make something like this video where you take your free time to create and share with the world what has worked for you and improved your life. I started my website in 2017, brokersofchoice.com, for no purpose other than to help the next investor's life be easier, and it's been one of my best investments of all, even though I don't make a dollar directly from it. I don't use the site as a funnel to sell anything. I only provide value to the next person. I ask nothing in return, and yet over time, that value has come back to me exponentially. You can still do a ton with social media, but dedicated digital content compounds the value that you're able to bring. Using social media to add value daily is a free, no-risk investment that has an unlimited upside. What good reason do you have not to do it? One of the easiest things I do to stand out is to share original content only. I don't share memes or repurpose cliche motivational quotes. At least 99% of what I post is my content, my ideas, and my quotes. And I am not saying this to brag about my well-earned narcissism. It actually matters to how potential partners think of you. People don't invest in deals, they invest in people. So if you're not sharing your ideas and your content, how can they know who you are? Also, people are drawn to unique personalities. Even obnoxious ones are better than bland ones because investors and entrepreneurs are risk takers and dreamers by nature. And few of them are going to get excited about a generic or vanilla repurposed content. To me, the idea that you should be your unique and genuine self is common sense, and it annoys me endlessly that I have to make a video to tell people to be authentic when that should be the default. People tell me all the time, Alex, I love your social media presence because it's so authentic. And I find myself thinking every time, are we so accustomed to seeing our peers being fake as fuck on the internet that we have to compliment somebody for being in the apparently uncommon position of acting like a real human individual? Ugh. People will respond best to you when you are your real self. And I guarantee you that nobody expects you to be perfect. So how could it possibly be easier? You are real and you're definitely not perfect. So you should not have to try that hard at this. Lastly, I predict that the days of cheap spam marketing will become less and less efficient over time, and the age of unique individuals as brands is just getting started. I believe that as social media and artificial intelligence improve, the software we use is going to protect us from low effort individual posts, just like your email provider routes most of the BS away from your inbox already. Most spam is just bot marketing, but lots of it still comes from real humans who have zero interest in having a meaningful conversation with you, and they only want to sell you something to improve their own lives. Whether it's a pyramid scheme, Bitcoin, Forex, investment advising, insurance, it's all spam, 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 and we all hate it. And as time goes on, the social media companies are going to improve their ability to protect you from that garbage. This is just an extra reason to go on social media right now and tell your unique story and make real connections with real human individuals, because generic spam marketing is not only bad manners, I don't even think it's a long-term viable strategy. My social media content gets some traction, but not that much. But my messenger game is a non-stop party. And that's where all the work really happens. Posting on social media is just the advertising to get conversations started with people. For me, business is 100% about people and nothing else. And I look at it this way. Money is man-made creation that isn't found in nature, and every dollar you're ever gonna make in your whole life is going to come from another human being. So all I invest in is human beings. And that means having genuine, ongoing, and long-term conversations with people. Reach out to people and ask them what they have going on. People are happy to talk about their interests, and people will largely help you if you ask. It has never been easier to reach out and ask how you can help or how you might work together with someone, and just so many people don't do it because of fear, and it's to their own detriment. And let's be clear, why the f would anybody bother to hunt you down and try to make your life better? They won't. It's easy to reach out, just do it. Two good things about private messages are it's so much easier to handle rejection over text than it is in person. And you can start a dialogue that might be nothing today, but turn into something meaningful years from now. Most of my current business relationships started just that way. I just shoved my life into somebody else's life a little bit over the course of years, trying to add value, getting them to remember me, and eventually we find a way to make money together. Now that I think about it, playing the long game should have been one of the steps in this video, but I didn't do that. So if you're not playing the long game, none of this works. Those are my tips. How could I possibly make this more easy for you? This strategy is how I'm going to make a living flipping houses without doing a lick of labor or using my own money. And I don't even have a real estate license. Now, to implement this for yourself, you're going to go on social media at least once every day, and you're going to do your best to add value through original content. You're going to post loudly and with reckless abandon. And you're going to make absolutely certain people know what you're doing and what you want to do, what your goals are, and how they might fit in. As you meet like-minded people, talk with them regularly and build long-term relationships. Do this every single day until your last dying breath. And soon enough, you'll have access to more money and profitable ventures than you can possibly handle. I promise. So easy. Thank you. If you got anything useful out of this video and you're more than just another value extracting leech, then please subscribe to this channel because Alex trying to get paid, bro.